Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm excited too because I can't wait to hear these songs. We haven't played them yet today, so we're going to be discovering the songs along with you. I mentioned last week that we're dealing with a whole new sound system setup, and by the time it was all set up today and so on, we're way behind. So you're going to get to hear us try out the songs. So this first one, this is a song that I did not write, but I kind of wish I did. This is an opening song to help you get settled. I think Ross said he put the words up there, so if you want to sing along, you can. If you don't want to, you can just take this time to get centered. This is Center of the Heart. Here we are at the perfect time and in the perfect place, showing up with an open mind and all this space. Anything can happen here, we all play a part. Here's an invitation to the center of the heart. Take my hand, here we go, what's the plan? We don't have to know. Take a breath, make a start. Welcome home to the center of the heart. Here we are at the perfect time and in the perfect place, showing up with an open mind and all this space. Anything can happen here, we all play a part. In this together at the center of the heart. So take my hand, here we go. What's the plan? We don't have to know. Take a breath, make a start. Welcome home to the center of the heart. Welcome home to the center of the heart. Welcome home to the center of the heart. All right, the next one is also a sit-down song, so you don't have to stand up yet, unless you feel like you want to move your legs or something. This is Ricky Byers Beckwith, a song called Pour Yourself in Me. Let's see if I remember how this goes, because I Pour yourself in me, pour yourself into my heart. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. Whoa, wonderful Spirit. How's that for sight reading? You know what sight reading is? It's like when you give a 5-year-old a new storybook and you ask her to read it with, like, on sight. So yeah, we're just sight reading because we didn't play that one yet today. All right, let's see. We need to do One Great Power, right? Is it up there? Where is One Great Power? I need a. You can stand up, and we're gonna. If I can just find it, it's not in my pile of stuff. I don't have it. There it is.
Everybody gets to stand up and shake their haggis.
Shake your haggis?
It's one great power.
Oh, right. I don't know if anybody wants to shake haggis in public. That sounds weird and gross. You need a lot of dish towels for that. Are we ready? I think I'm in C. Everybody in C? You guys want to do it in C?
All right. Good morning, everyone. Woohoo! How fun. I can feel there's such a buzz in the room already this morning. And those of you joining us online, a very warm welcome to you. Anyone who doesn't know me, I am Katie Grinham, and I've been part of Unity for a while. Used to be part of spiritual leadership, and now I am delighted to be leading you this morning as we move into an experience. We started calling this the Sunday morning experience, realizing that that is what we're really hoping will happen for you, that you arrive, be present, open your heart, and have an experience of the divine, of your own self, of that sense of love that fills each and every cell of all of us. Hang on one second. There we go. I'm back. All right. Well, if it is your first time here, a very warm welcome. We're delighted that you decided to step out of perhaps your comfort zone. It does take a certain amount of courage to come somewhere new. So I really acknowledge you for being willing to do that and to come and just let yourself be here, and knowing there is no expectation. Just allow yourself to be and enjoy the energy around you, and hope that you will find some meaning in being with us this morning. So let's begin with our prayer of protection. So all together we will say, "The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well." So let's take a moment to actually get centered. So I invite you, if you're comfortable, to just close your eyes, settle into your seat. Just feeling your feet on the floor, allow yourself to just settle in. And then taking a deep breath in and slowly out. And just tuning into your own self, tuning into your own heart as to how you are this morning. And know that there is no way that you need to be. That here in this supportive community, just allow yourself to breathe easily and perhaps to open to the idea, what if something I hear or feel or experience this morning could add to my life? What if something I've been concerned about could find an answer? For as we open to Spirit, all things are possible. So we breathe in knowing that love is always the answer. The gentleness and kindness towards ourselves and to others brings much richness to our lives. We're so thankful for this time together, Unity of Calgary. So thankful for each other. And so it is. And now what we'd like to do is to say an affirmative statement that reflects what we're focusing on as we come together as a community and have been for some time. So what we'll do is we'll say this together, and then we're going to move into a toning exercise to allow yourself to feel it. So we'll say this together, and then we will hum together. So we'll use the sound of hum, hum, which will open the heart. And we'll do it 5 times together. I'll lead you through that. And just allow yourself to experience it however you do. Are you ready? So let's affirm together first. Unity of Calgary is committed to life in the vibration of love. And I too am committed to living in the love vibration. All right. So I invite you now to just close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hum. Hum. Feeling it radiate out of the room. Hum. All around our city. Hum. Around our country. And this last one, let it go out into the world. Let it reach all the hearts, all the people who are struggling, all the people who need to be reminded that there is always peace, always hope when we turn within. Our last hum together. Hum. Nice. Yeah, just feeling that lovely vibration. And I'd like to call up Deborah Stratt to read our Daily Word. And the Daily Word is a publication that's been put out for over 100 years. They've been celebrating their 100th anniversary. And it is exactly that, some words that you can use each day to keep you on track, to allow you to stay focused on the things that are good for you.
Good morning. Okay, healing. Taking good care of myself supports my healing. Sometimes it's hard to say no to friends, family, work, church, or volunteer organizations I care about and want to serve. But when I am overextended and depleted, I don't do my best. I may put my emotional, physical, or mental health at risk. Taking on too much and saying yes to every request may be a sign there is something deeper within me that is out of alignment and in need of healing. Perhaps I am feeling fear of judgment or reluctance to disappoint someone. I heal when I slow down, pray, and welcome God's grace. I treat myself gently and make time for relaxation a priority. Secure in divine love, I know when to say yes, or for my well-being, to kindly but confidently say no, not this time. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and do not forget all his benefits, who forgives all your iniquity, who heals all your diseases. Psalms 103, 2-3. Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah. And if you would like to be one of our Daily Word readers, we invite you to sign up. There is a sign-up sheet on the table there, and we would just love to have your presence and your voice. So, consider contributing in that way. That would be lovely. All right, so now we're going to have some music with the band. We're going to sing I Am That I Am. Once we get all our band members present, I guess. They're
Get all the ducks in a row.
just checking the live stream there, and so, yeah.
So I see on my sheet here it says that I wrote this in 2006. So that would have been, I had health issues, so I didn't play music for about a decade. And during that time I did a lot of meditation, and I was focused on healing and so on. And when I came out of that period and started doing music again, this is a song that tries to capture what that experience is, that meditation experience. Deep in my cells, the wells of hunger, I am longing to be healed. And as I go within and under, what was hidden is revealed. And I exalt the oneness that gave me breath. I exalt the oneness that gives me breath. And I fall deep in my mind, I find a silence, and I can feel I'm letting go, and I can sense that something greater is waiting to take hold. And there beyond my suffering, I am well, so I let go of my suffering, and I am well. And I fall deep into who I truly am. And there I find that I was always one with all there is, and that I am that I fall deep into who I truly am, and there I find that I was always one with all there is, and that I am that I am, and that I am that I am. Oh yes, I am that I
I'm back on now. Very good. Beautiful. Thank you, Anthony. Well, this morning, we have a very special treat because we had not one, but two speakers who are deeply connected. They are mother and daughter, but also deep soul sisters. There's no doubt about the journey that they've come in with and together have been through so many things. And I definitely see that deep strength and love. Janice Butler has been part of our extended Unity family for many years. She used to be a part of our board. She has contributed by being a service coordinator, like I'm standing here, and a lot of different ways that she has let her heart be part of our community. So we're delighted that this morning she's coming to share. And Janice has been an inspiration to me in so many ways. She is one of the most courageous people I know. When things could close a heart, hers stays open. Okay, I might cry, but I'll just keep going. Janice will cry. That's all right. There's going to be a chain reaction this morning. Janice has been a therapist in private practice for over 30 years. She's led many workshops, and she's spoken at many conferences and published. She's a published author of 3 books. Recently, she had a rebirth. She had a very difficult year last year, and quite frankly, a near-death experience. We thought that we might lose her. And through her deep faith, her tremendous spiritual community around her, and the power of love and light, she is here and is courageously sharing about that journey, which a lot of people wouldn't necessarily want to talk about it quite so soon, but she is. And her lovely daughter, Cara, is an integrative somatic trauma practitioner. So she has a background in education and theater, and she has spent many years delving into all the mysteries of trauma and how to help humanity transcend through it. She does one-on-one sessions with people, she does workshops, and she has guided many of these individuals to new levels of awareness. So together, they are going to share from their hearts to your hearts. So please welcome Janice and Cara.
Sure, just there.
I guess we should, oh, it's on, we're good. Okay. Hi. So radical release is releasing the resistance to be loved by God. Radical release is a devotion and a commitment to God. Hold my hands. Let's pray. Dear God, move with us. Dear God, help us to serve.
Morning. Yeah, might have to move you over.
Yeah,
Chad.
I'll be here.
January 15th, I almost died. My husband and children, this is the worst part, were told I wouldn't make it through the night. I was rushed to South Health Campus by an ambulance. I was hooked up to every machine known to modern medicine. Respirators, tubes in my neck, tubes in my chest, blood transfusions, respirators, and 5 or 6 ICU doctors working in harmony to save my life. My family described the ICU room as holy, reverent, and sacred, and the most terrifying place they'd ever been in their life. I imagine so, because the veil between life and death is very thin there. At one point, my blood pressure dropped so low, they got out the paddles just as my family walked in. But luckily, by the grace of God, my blood pressure returned, and they didn't have to use them. 10 days in ICU, 3 months in hospital, and here I am. And as one of the nurses, when I came back to Claire's home after 2 months, saw me, they didn't think I was going to be back, said, "God's not finished with you yet." Cara and I are here today to talk about radical release. We're going to share with you how this experience changed our lives. With the prayer as our foundation, the beginning point, that's the beginning point of radical release. We'll share how ridding ourselves of masks and illusions is essential to radical release. We'll tell you that you gotta feel to heal. And the only way to release is to be willing to be so vulnerable that you feel as deeply as you can. You might see a lot of that today. And last, and maybe most importantly, we'll share about how you must be willing to receive love, how you must be willing to release all the barriers that separate you from God. We invite you to experience your own radical release with us today.
You know, when one is stripped raw and bare into nothing, all you really have left is God and to pray. That's all you have. And guess what? It works. You know, that night we were at the hospital, and the doctor said to my mother that my mother might not make it. Obviously, all the feelings came up, but also this call to action.
I was like, I must gather the troops, hold the line. I messaged everyone and anyone because personally, I know the miracles that have showed up for her and for me over the last 2 years. My mother had prayer groups praying for me when I was at my lowest, stripped of nothing, all my life, my belongings, my identity, completely beaten till nothing was left. And I witnessed those prayers work magic, little by little, day by day. It was like all the things I needed were just falling from the sky. My mother and I started writing an angel list, which is a list of all the people that would show up at our door with support, money, strollers, baby stuff. I think what prayer has also shown me is that when we pray for miracles, the miracles come as people, which really means we are all gods with skins on.
The moment I arrived at the hospital in Claire's home, I had a team of prayer warriors. I have a really good friend who works in the lab, and she came to my aid immediately. She didn't think I was making it. In her words, I'd bottomed out. She asked my husband, can I get people praying? He said, of course. A circle of light and love with prayer as its foundation surrounded me. Interestingly, during those 10 days in a coma, I remember very little. What I do remember is that every time I came into consciousness, I was praying. I was doing the Ho'oponopono prayer. I was saying, be still and know that I am God, and trust and be not afraid. Prayers and mantra that I've used my whole life. Many people asked me if I saw Jesus. Some people told me I visited them, like Susan. And I was disappointed to tell them that I had no big mystical experience. After contemplating this for a while, I began to realize that the mystical experience was that every time I came into consciousness, I was in communion with God. What's more mystical than that? As Jesus, when he went around healing people, and they would say to him, thank you, and he would say, go your way, your faith hath made you whole.
So talk to God first. Every worry you have, talk to God first. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray for everything. And you're up.
When you can't move a muscle, can't feed yourself, can't toilet yourself, can't brush your own teeth, all the masks and illusions move away. My friend Renee was there one night staying with me, and I was just crying. I said, I can't move my legs. And Renee was like, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. There's no place for masks at a time like that. There's a couple stories that come to my mind as I was thinking about this. One was about this young male nurse. My husband was a little afraid of him, to be honest. He moved kind of frenetically, but with a lot of precision and a lot of fussiness. He indeed called himself fussy. After the first time he came in my room, I dreaded him coming back. I was so vulnerable and I was so helpless, and I was kind of scared. I decided to see past his mask. I decided to connect to his heart. I started asking him questions about himself, and I saw the infinity symbol connecting his heart to mine. A few days later, after I noticed some subtle changes in him, he said to me, I think I know what you do for a living. This surprised me. I'm laying there, no makeup, no lipstick, no nothing. And trust me, I was not like, my usual bubbly self. And he said, I bet you're an entertainer, some kind of comedian. I was shocked, and I said, well, I have done a lot of theater. And I was so curious how he had discovered that or thought that about me. What I realized is we can't hide the essence of who we are. No matter how we feel about what's happening to us on the outside, the essence of who we are shines through the inside. He began to see me as more human, more than just a body to perform his tasks on. This surprised me, but what a beautiful way to connect. He later told me, which further revealed the masks that he wore, that in 15 years of nursing, he never saw or felt what he felt in my room. He said, often people sit alone, especially when they're dying, and my room was full of love. People coming and going, people praying, sound bowls ringing out, all kinds of magical things. And I told him all they were my family, because that just was easier. And he said he'd never experienced that before. I saw his masks drop, and I also saw perhaps the deeply compassionate person that he truly was, and the mask he thought he had to wear because of the pain of watching people suffering for those years. Another nurse who impacted me deeply, she was a night nurse, and she would not come in and turn the light on. And you don't know how grateful you are as a patient for that. All the other nurses would come in and just turn the light and blare it in your eyes. She would come quietly in the dark. She would tend to my needs, change me, care for me, so lovingly. I asked her one night, and remember, I've never seen her face, "What's your name?" She said, "My name is Mary." I said, "Of course it is. You're carrying the energy of the Blessed Mother and Mary Magdalene. You care for me with so much love and tenderness." I couldn't see her face, but I heard her sniffles. And she said, "Thank you. I wear that name as a great honor, and it's so beautiful that you could appreciate and see that." No lights, no masks, just the essence of who she was. All of us are like that. We cannot hide who we are. You are the expression of God. No mask can hide that.
God, take away every mask and illusion so that my soul purpose can shine.
You gotta feel to heal. I've never felt so afraid, so confused, so discouraged, so uncertain, and so tired. But I never felt alone. You see, God sits with us in our feelings. He gets it. He knows we're human, and he knows our faith isn't perfect. I was watching the series Chosen a few years ago, and I was getting frustrated watching the disciples. Over and over, they would be with Jesus, and he'd be performing miracle after miracle, raising the dead and healing the sick. And they would be there as witnesses. And yet every day they said, "Where are we going to sleep tonight? What are we going to eat tonight? What's going to happen to us?" One morning during my prayer time, I recognized my own part in that very same story. I saw that as much as God gives me and as many prayers as I've had answered, I'm always asking, what's going to happen, God? I'm always lacking faith. And I had such a feeling of sorrow. I poured my heart to God and I said, "I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm like this." And I heard this distinct voice say, "It's okay. It's just your humanity. The most important thing is just keep choosing me. Keep choosing your faith." That's what I had to do for those 3 months in hospital. I never stopped believing I'd be okay. In fact, maybe a month or 6 weeks in, this rude doctor came in, and he was very aggressive about me having to go into rehab for the rest of my life. And my husband and I started to cry. I thought I was doing really well. And I think I was in a bit of denial about how sick I was, quite honestly. And when he left, my husband and I looked at each other and said, no, that is not my story. And it wasn't, as you can see today. I never stopped believing. I kept choosing faith. And here I am today. Every night I would phone Cara. I'd be so tired. You have no idea how many medical tests they can run on a person and how many x-rays, and like everything they could do, they would do it. And I would be so tired and just weary and very discouraged at the end of the day. And I'd say to my husband, because I couldn't use my hands, phone Cara. And every time I phoned her, she'd say, Mom, it's okay to feel your feelings. God's got you. God's in it. And everything is holy and sacred.
Love you. So how do I let go? How do I release it? Well, you feel it. Oh, the grit. You talk to God about it. You cry, you scream. You move, you sing, you stomp your feet. Whatever you need to do, do it. And then you breathe. And then you trust God. Because guess what? Nobody dies from feeling their feelings. They die from the things they use to avoid them. So, dear God, teach us to honor our emotions as sacred, knowing that in expressing them, we are freed. And just remember that in the discomfort, there is a gift. The gift is that God wants to pour into you, which leads us to allowing God and allowing good.
Probably the biggest lesson was learning how to receive. The continual prayer support was one thing, but there were so many other ways that I was loved and supported. For over 30 days, someone would come to my room each night at 9 o'clock and relieve my husband of his caretaker duties. They would stay with me through the night, holding my hand, rubbing my feet, pulling up the blankets when the nurses left me yet again uncovered. Over and over, I kept getting the message, it's okay to receive. It's your job right now. For someone who spent their lifetime giving to others, this was very hard. Sometimes the depth of the love and caring was almost too much to take in. I would feel overwhelmed with it. This is the most radical release of all, allowing that love in. Releasing the barriers to God, releasing the barriers to love. Letting go of all false feelings of unworthiness, the overwhelming guilt and shame, the fear that love would run out. I had to let go of it all. And what I found out was how truly loved I am. It was humbling. It was overwhelming. And sometimes hard to believe. But God's love never ended. And that love was expressed over and over through people. God's with skins on, as Cara says.
God got involved in every aspect of our life because we let him. So let God in. Let him in. Let him do good. Because it's his job after all. You know, one thing I know for certain, with God, all things are possible, just as Katie said today. Okay, so we are going to move into a meditation. And Anthony's going to play some music for us. So let's just all take a moment. Getting comfortable, grounded. Resting your hands gently on your lap or to your sides. And allow your eyes. Oh, my bad. Sing away.
Just as I am, and there is nothing that I need to do. There is nothing that I need to prove. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am.
Now we can just settle into our space. Yeah. Getting comfortable in your seats, relaxing your hands, allowing your eyes to close softly, and take a deep and cleansing breath. And now take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and filling your lungs. And then gently exhale through your mouth. And with every inhale, imagine you are breathing in peace, love, and connection to God. And as you exhale, let go of any tensions, worries, or distractions. And just continue to breathe deeply, naturally, noticing how your body feels Now bring your awareness to the sensations in your body, starting from the top of your head down to your toes. Notice any areas where you feel discomfort and tension or tightness. And if you notice those areas, gently focus your breath there. Inhale deeply, inviting in God's presence. Feel the breath expand, filling that area with warmth and light. Now hold that breath for a moment. And now exhale. Releasing any tightness and just allowing it to melt away. Remember that each breath is a gift, a reminder of God, the breath of life itself. And as you breathe in, visualize divine light filling you, enriching every cell of your being. And with each exhale, release anything that no longer serves you. And just repeat this process a few times. Inhale deeply, inviting God, inviting God's love, feeling that essence spreading through you, and exhale, and surrender to this moment of radical release. And as you breathe, repeat these words to yourself. With each breath, I release what weighs me down. I welcome in God's light into my whole heart and body. I allow healing and peace to flow through me. Take a few more breaths at your own pace, feeling the calming rhythm flowing in and out, and just anchoring you into this sacred moment. And when you're ready, just gently wiggle your fingers, toes, bringing back the awareness. As you carry on with your day-to-day connect with this sense of release, knowing that with every breath that you take, you can invite in God's presence into your life.
I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am. There is nothing that I need to say. There is nothing that I need to change. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am. And there is nothing that I need to do. There is nothing that I need to prove. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am.
Thank you for taking this radical journey to release with us. I hope that you find your own radical release, but maybe not in such a dramatic way.
Yes, please.
This is another song that I did not write, but I wish I did. I worked in a record store for 10 years, and some of you have heard me say before, one time I did the math, and I figured out that I listened to over 10,000 albums. Not songs, albums, like during the time that I was in the record store. And when you listen to that much music, eventually you just it's like, oh, that's another Britney Spears, that's another whatever, right? And then occasionally, I would discover something that was different, that was unique, that was an original idea or had some impact on me. And this is one of those kind of songs. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, you gave that to somebody else? But at least I get to sing it. Are we ready, band? Question that is never far away, but healing doesn't come from the explained. But Spirit, please don't let this go in vain. You're all I have, all that remains, so here I am, what's left of me, where Spirit meets my suffering. for good, and all the scars are understood. When rightness takes its rightful place, and all these questions fade away. When out of the weakness we let go, and hear you say it's over now. I'm alive, even though a part of me has died. Take this heart and breathe it back to life. I fall into your arms open wide. When the hurt and the healer, Spirit, come and break my fear. Awake my heart and take my tears. Find forgiveness even here. When the hurt and the healer, Spirit, come and break my fear. Wake my heart and take my tears. Find forgiveness even here. When the hurt and the healer, the Spirit, come and break my fears. Awake my heart and take my tears. Find forgiveness even here.
Wowway. Janice, Cara, was it not a beautiful journey of, I think the thing for me is I felt how they have shifted and changed. For realsies, as the saying goes. For realsies. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing so deeply. A really challenging thing and such an inspiring experience. And really, truly, that message is that we have to feel to heal. And of course, Anthony, once again, creates the music that carries us more deeply and fully into it. So thank you. And thank you, the band and singers, everyone who creates the moments we have here. Okay, I'm good. All right. Guess it's time for gratitude. Imagine that. Anyway, I am very grateful for Unity. It's been a part of my life for 14 years. I am a richer, more loving person for it, so I am grateful. So let's take a moment now to just feel our gratitude for our time together, for this spiritual community. We know that many things come together to make this happen. We're thankful for all the people who come to set up, our sound people, our music people, our band, and we're also very thankful to those of you who contribute financially so that we can be in this room and have heat and electricity and all those great things. So please know who you are and what you share makes a difference. It all does, all the time. So if you are here for the first time and you would like a receipt, you can write on the envelope so you can get that. Otherwise, just know that we gratefully appreciate it because we do believe that unity makes a difference. So let's stand up and sing, give with an open heart while we...
say something just before we launch into this? I've been a member of Unity for many years, and I've literally seen hundreds of speakers. And some of them are very well-crafted presentations, but this was different. This was a glimpse of something within that's ongoing. And it truly was a privilege to hear you speak. And I thank you very much for being so honest and so open and vulnerable with us. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Now let's sing. I'm gonna give with an open heart. I'm gonna give with an open heart. I'm grateful for this moment. I am grateful for my life.
I invite you to affirm together our abundance affirmation. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I receive or give. Thank you all.
Please be seated. And I forgot to mention, of course, you can donate online. Many of us do. I just do it monthly online. It's become a little easier for me. So let's just take a moment to, pray. It seemed like maybe they thought it was a good idea to do that. Yeah, so let's try it out. No, this is the time when we do take time to go within and to pray. We have our prayer box there. You can write on the little piece of paper the person, the situation that you wish to pray for. Though really, all you need is the name and the intention, because God knows. But we do invite you to use your intention to actually speak it or write it, because the more we do that, the more we focus it. And there we also have a 24-hour prayer line. Unity has the most used prayer line in the world. And you can reach it by 1-800-NOW-PRAY. And you know, if you meet someone and you know they're struggling, or a neighbor, and you think there's nothing I can do, there's nothing I can say, you could always mention that prayer line. It's easy to remember. And whether they use it or not, you don't know. But you've planted a seed, and you've done a little bit of an energetic connection with them. So I've found it helpful to do that. We also hold in prayer the other Unity communities, and in this month it's Unity of Edmonton, and one of our schools, the Unity Urban Ministerial School. So let's just take a moment. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And bring to mind the person, the situation, the place in the world. There are so many struggles in our world at this time. And it's not that we ignore that at Unity. We're well aware. We know all the struggles that are going on around the world, or most of them. It's just that we hold the high watch. I invite you to see in your mind's eye those countries, those people like you, me, surrounded in all that they need, that they feel cared for, loved, even in the deepest times of struggle. We breathe this in. We hold this to be so, and so it is. All right. So I just wanted to touch base a little bit about what is happening at Unity. For those of you who haven't been for a while or are tuning in for the first time, last week our speaker was Annette Stanwyck. How many were you here for Annette? Wasn't that powerful? Annette does amazing work in the area of forgiveness, and we're thankful that she came and shared with us. And next week, are we on next week? Okay, where am I in sync here? I recognize that person. Next week we have the lovely Ariana Brackenbury. Ariana has been one of the great founders of Unity. She put in so many hours, we couldn't count them all, helping us set up our various systems, our computers, our website, all kinds of things. We're grateful for everything that she's done for us. And we're also grateful when she comes and speaks. And so next week, she is going to be speaking on our ongoing theme of release. And her talk is Surrender, Release, Surrender to the Divine Plan. Release is not about certainty, it's about surrender. It is not something we do when we fully understand what comes next, but a sacred act of trust that creates the space for the divine plan to unfold. So I invite you to come next week so you can hear her elaborate more fully on that very important expression of faith. After that, we're going to have something new that we haven't done before, and that is that we're going to look more deeply into Advent. So we're going to have Rediscover the Wonder of Advent chats after Sunday service down in our classroom. So there's lots of more information on the poster, but I invite you to plan to stay for an extra half hour, 45 minutes, where Luke Kujata is going to lead us into how to more fully experience Advent. Our Advent books are here. They are a gift to you from the spiritual leadership team, so please take one, start reading it, so you can come and participate in that chat next week. And if you can't come, you can still have the book. We want you to use it through the whole Christmas season. Was there something, Tina? Yes, it's now become a little sanctuary. I'm going to recap that briefly so it goes over the broadcast, just that we have reorganized and mostly transformed the classroom into a more sanctuary, to a place where sacred experiences happen. We'd love you to go down and look at it, come and see it, and we're thankful for all the changes. All right, very good. And then on the November 30th, we're going to have a Labyrinth Walk. That is our interactive Sunday, and we'll be telling you more about that. But mark it on your calendar. It is always a wonderful and beautiful experience. All right. Well, speaking of blessings, let's take a moment to bless the children, our own inner children that go up and down through all these things, the children in our lives, and all of the children of the world. So together we say, we love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you exactly the way you are. So let's stand up and sing A Return to Love.
I can't help when they come. I'm in the middle of writing a song because you said something. It's going to be a good one day. All right. Let's see if I can remember how this song goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I
And that beautiful song was written by Anthony Burbage. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you again, Cara and Janice, sharing so deeply, the music, the band. Thank you most of all for you being here, because it's when we come together in spiritual community that something lifts. And spirit moves through more freely, and some of us can't speak. So let's join hands in a half circle here as we sing together, Let There Be Peace. Please stay afterwards for conversations that matter with people who care.